All right, so to help set the tone here, I have a story that I want to share with you all right? If you're still with me and you're feeling good, can I see a thumbs up? You guys good? Awesome. This woman was born in Port of Spain Hospital in the twin island of Trinidad and Tobago. She was raised specifically in Glamorgan, which is a very small village in Tobago. As a baby, she was found on the steps of a neighbor's porch after her young dad left her behind, not feeling fully prepared to care for her. The neighbors, knowing the dad's mother, got the baby over to her house where the baby would grow up to help the grandma around the house. She went to school in Pembroke, and here's the house where she grew up. She would help with tasks after school such as tying up goats, see the goat on the staircase there, pigs, cooking, cleaning the yard, and more. Well, years passed, and this same young girl became frustrated with seeing and hearing friends share stories about their parents and wanted to find her own. Her quest to do so landed her in the United States after her aunt offered her a better life. While feeling like her parents didn't want her and determined to create a better life for herself, this young woman followed her aunt, who was a netball coach at the time, which is similar to basketball in Trinidad, to the States where she actually played on her team for a short while. She was only 15 years old. Arriving to the country as a young immigrant quickly presented its challenges. Undeterred, the woman set out again in search of her own destiny. Years passed and the woman had moved out and began making way for herself in the U.S. But now, with a small family of her own, 2 daughters and now expecting a 3rd child, the woman was thrilled to be bringing new life into her world. But then, something life-changing happened. Coming out of a general checkup, the doctor notified this woman that the baby had no heartbeat. 4 months pregnant, the woman was given 2 options: have a stillbirth or seek herbal help. Frantic and distraught, the woman didn't know where to turn. But thanks to a friend and divine timing, the woman found herself in a church where an elderly matriarchal pastor offered to pray and fast with the woman. Reluctant and scared to the process, the woman agreed to go through with it. And it was during this time that baby with no heartbeat committed its first heartbeat. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you that baby was me. The story about that woman is a story about my mother. First generation woman coming from Trinidad, but my parents are raised and sharing this with you all. This is my first time sharing this piece in a presentation. It's actually my first time putting a story about my mom. I can almost cry here, but it's a story that's impactful to me, and I didn't always share it because I didn't know how. I didn't think I'd be received. Just too concerned about how it might come off versus how I felt about sharing. So I share this not to harp on my story per se, but to show you all an example of what decisions can do for you. Because of my mom's decisions to find love where she didn't get it, to create families where she didn't feel she had it, to keep going and have this quest to come into an unknown country and set a life up for herself. My mom I'm one of 8. She went on to have 8 kids, and I was her first son. This decision led me to achieve my bachelor's degree, which I share with you all as a first-generation grad, the first person. What does it mean to be a first-generation college student? The scholarship that helped me get here doesn't tell my full story.